Have you ever dreamed of traveling the world and having all kinds of incredible experiences and adventures? Well, I would love to share my journey with you. I am about to set out in less than 2 weeks on my own digital nomad journey. I literally have a one-way ticket, which feels so weird. And I want to share this experience with you, what is involved in a digital nomad journey, and how you might be able to do it yourself. I'll also be diving into some of the challenges, as well as all the incredible positive benefits of this kind of lifestyle. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I have had my online business for about 8 years now. And there's so many things that I've learned throughout this process that I want to share with you in so many different videos. But first of all, let's just start with what is the digital nomad lifestyle? What does it mean to be a digital nomad? I tell a lot of people this term, and a lot of times I'm actually surprised by how many people don't really know what that means. So this term has been around for a while, and it basically means someone who is earning a living online, whether they're doing remote work or they have their own business, or maybe they're an influencer, they are on social media, but basically they're able to earn a living while they're traveling in other countries and working in other countries. And if you have the kind of job or career where you have that kind of flexibility where you can work remotely, or maybe you've been an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, small business owner, and there are ways that you can shift into having your business completely online from other countries, then this is definitely a lifestyle that you want to consider. The reason why I'm doing it is because my business is online, and I just really started to get this itch to adventure. I feel like there are so many incredible things to see out in this big world that we're in. So many different cultures and nature and food and wine. I'm a big wine lover. And so I just started to think, why am I working online here in the US, in one of the most expensive countries to live in, when I could be doing this in another country, doing the same work, but having all kinds of incredible new experiences and experiencing new cultures and meeting new people? It just really felt to me like I could open up my world and my experience of the world by doing the very same thing that I'm doing here in the US, but somewhere else. And I actually did this digital nomad journey back in 2020. I was in Bali during the pandemic for about 16 months. I know, don't cry for me. And it was such an incredible blessing because I was in this beautiful environment and I was working online. And here's the really cool part: I actually saved thousands of dollars. And this is something that I want to talk about real quick, is that a lot of times people think that it's really, really hard to do this kind of lifestyle. And if you have a traditional career, you have that kind of career where it's just not possible for you to leave the US, I totally get it. But if you do have flexibility in what you can do, it is so much cheaper. It is so much easier to have a quality of life when you live in other countries than you do here. I don't know about your experience, but it's just feeling increasingly harder to have a good lifestyle here and not feel like I'm hustling all the time, especially as a business owner. That is so much stress and pressure that I'm dealing with all the time because it's so expensive cost of living here that I constantly have to be worrying about earning a certain level of revenue in my business to enjoy a great lifestyle here. As soon as I get on that plane, I am saving so much money on rent, on food, on groceries. There's a lot of things that I'm not going to have to pay for anymore: car insurance, car payments, gas, health insurance. Hello. As a business owner, I pay that myself, and it's freaking expensive. So, in so many ways, my life gets easier when I leave. it's less expensive. I can get, let's say that I go to Thailand, I can get massages every week, incredible massages for $20. When I was in Bali, I got foot massage every week. I think it cost me $10, $15. So you can have this incredible lifestyle that you can't have here unless, of course, you're earning a ton of money. And even with that, you're still not experiencing everything that the world has to offer. Me personally, I'm like, I live one life. I want to see everything. I want to go to safari in Africa. I want to go to wineries in Italy. There's so much to do, so much to experience in this world. And why wouldn't I take advantage of that? So let's just real quick talk about some of the things that people worry about when they think of doing this kind of lifestyle. I have another video that I did about this, but me personally, I'm doing this alone. A lot of people, they're in a couple or they're going with a friend, and that's fantastic. And there's positives and negatives to both going with someone else as a partner or doing it by yourself. But I think one of the biggest issues that people worry about is, am I going to feel lonely? Am I going to feel isolated? And there are so many different communities and groups that are set up around digital nomads as well as expats that you can tap into anywhere that you go. And probably as a digital nomad, you'll want to research different countries that have more of these established communities that you can just enter into. For example, Chiang Mai in Thailand, or different places in Vietnam, or Lisbon. That place is getting more expensive, but there are a lot of different established digital nomad and expat communities that you can tap into and meet a lot of great people. You might also be worrying, like, will this lifestyle be hard? Is it hard to do all this travel? And there's different ways that you can approach that. In the past, I've more stayed in one place for a longer period of time, like when I was in Bali, and I also did the digital nomad thing in the Republic of Georgia, and I stayed there for 4 months. So it really depends if you're more about wanting to travel around and do things a little bit quicker, or whether you really just want to settle down a little bit more and get rooted in a community. I know a lot of people in Bali do that, and it really starts to feel like a home away from home. So the important thing to know is that you can change this up anytime you want. If you're feeling like you want to move faster, you want to see more stuff, you can do that. If you want to slow down and hunker down, you can do that too. That is the beautiful thing about the flexibility of this lifestyle, is that once you are on the road, you are able to meet your finance budget, however that is. And of course, you're going to need a lot less once you actually leave the country. Then you can change it up anytime based on what your needs are. So how can you get started thinking about living this kind of lifestyle? How can you create your life right now so that you're set up to do this if that's what you choose to do? Because to me, and what this channel is all about, is having full latitude, having full freedom, choices to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. So the first thing obviously you want to consider is, how are you going to earn a living? Or maybe you already have savings, and believe me, you could live this lifestyle for a very long time on savings alone. But first, you want to take a look at your budget. What do you need? What is your budget each month when you go do this? And for most places in the world that aren't Paris or Amsterdam, you could have an incredible lifestyle on only $1,500 a month. And that's including rent, food, going out, all of that stuff. So get a sense of your budget and what you actually need. Second, start to get a sense of what places would you want to go? What places excite you when you think about just traveling even? Are you more drawn to city life? Are you more drawn to beaches and something more laid back? So just start dreaming into, where would you love to go? Are you more about food experiences, wine experiences? For me, that's super important. I'm really excited to go to Italy because I love wine and I want to go to a ton of wineries there. So just start dreaming into, that's the fun part. What kind of experience do you want? Where would you like to live? And start seeing, where are some of these digital nomad and expat hubs. The third thing, maybe you have pets. So you might want to look into right now, Where could you bring your pets? What kind of rules are involved in that? I personally don't have pets, but I know a lot of people that bring their pets with them when they do a digital nomad journey. And then number 4, how can you make your life simpler, more streamlined, more pared down, more fluid, so that you're in a position to leave without a huge amount of trouble? So I will be honest, I have started paring down over months, like a year probably. Like, what is all this stuff in my place? Do I really need all this? So that now I'm in a position where I have very little stuff holding me down. I will need to sell my car. That's not a big deal. I'm currently renting. So I guess what I'm saying is that how can you make your situation so that you're not burdened down and you feel more fluid and flexible? So I hope this gives you a sense of what the digital nomad lifestyle is like and how you can make it happen for yourself. I cannot believe that I am like 2 weeks away from doing this, and I am so excited. I know that there will be incredible experiences ahead of me, and I also know that there will be challenges, but that's true of anybody's life anywhere. But I will take this kind of lifestyle any day. At least right now, it is what is calling to me. My spirit is being called to adventure. And I hope that this inspires you to start thinking that way too. So I would love to know in the comments, what do you think about this kind of lifestyle? Is it something you've done before or something that you dream of doing? Let me know. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.